How are you?
Good. Please excuse the mess, but we live here.
I don't even see the mess. No, everything is great. I'm just glad that I get an opportunity to be here with you, to get to know you a little bit better, spend a little bit of time with you, find out what's going on in your life, how the church can better meet your needs specifically, and then I would love to gather some prayer requests at the very end, just to take back to the church, because we have a whole group of people that are going to be praying for every prayer request that come out of these visits, every hour for a full 17 hours. And this consultant says that absolutely powerful things happen during the prayer vigil. Yeah. And even, like at the last training session, he even said that there was one instance where somebody was prayed for every hour for a full 24 hours in that particular case. And then a group of women went and prayed for this lady. And she'd been bedridden for like 6 months. But the whole church was praying for her every hour for the full 24 hours. They went to her home and anointed her with oil and prayed for her there in her home. The next day, she walked in the church under her own steam. Absolutely phenomenal. Needing someone to help her get up and move around, but yet she walked into church that next day. So this kind of a process is just amazing. I don't know if I believe it yet or not, but it sounds cool. What do you know about the stewardship campaign so far?
There's been some things in the bulletin, and I know they're going to start asking money for the new building.
So are you concerned that I'm here to ask you?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So before we go any farther, I'm not here to talk about money at all. I'm here to talk about you and get to know you better and find out how our church can better meet your spiritual needs. I guess I really feel as though some churches, not necessarily ours, but some churches just don't spend enough time connecting with people so they really understand who they are as an individual. This, for me, this is why I wanted to be a part of this, so I can connect with people on a completely different level rather than just waving at them on a Sunday morning and saying, hey, how you doing, how's the weather? Because I guess I get tired of coming to church to talk about it. Good. So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I had 2 kids. I've got 2 daughters now, and tomorrow's a pretty big day. One's going to Australia, so I'm looking for support from the church.
Yes.
Get me through this.
Yeah. Yeah. Then she's just going for 2 years? So work program?
I'm saying she can only go.
Oh, God.
No, she's going to finish her degree.
Okay.
And I know she wants to do her master's and her doctorate, but I'm hoping she'll want to come back to North America to do that.
Okay. So what's she studying?
Kinesiology.
Oh, that's an awful long way to go for kinesiology. Yeah, there's some pretty good places around here.
Well, it's hooked in with the schooling that she's already done.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't call them sister universities, but they're connected.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's her dream.
So how are you going to deal with that?
I just have to remind myself that her age, I was living on my own, engaged to be married, finished school, and reminding myself she's a grown up. It's hard.
Especially hard to get. Yeah.
And it's hard. I see that not only in my own family, but I'm noticing that at church. All the little ones that I used to teach Sunday school to, they're all leaving, going to places far away. And I don't see them as often.
Yeah. It is, in some ways, it's absolutely terrible as time goes on. And seeing all of this happen right before your eyes. I guess there are a lot of times I just want to slow it all down and not have it happen so fast. Yeah. But the one thing that I really love about, all that's going on at the church, and yes, everything's moving so fast, but we're about to launch into a whole different chapter in the life of this place, to take the great stability and the caring attitude and such a wonderful spirit around here, and move it into a new area that is growing, and is going to be growing up all around us. And we get to share all that we have had and we've experienced here at the church into a whole new area. Is that exciting to you?
Well, I think because we've been talking about it for a decade, that the excitement kind of wore off a little while ago. At least for me it did. And it felt as if it was never going to happen. So now that spark is coming back, and I can see it's going to happen now. Where for a while there I was very discouraged that it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I think that the steps we've taken just in the last few months and what's coming up in the next few months is just, it feels like it's taking a decade of slow motion and going into super speed. And I feel the excitement.
Yeah. Are you concerned about super speed?
No.
Good.
No, because we've thought through this for so long. I think if it was an overnight thing, it was like, oh, guess what? We've got some land we can buy. Okay, let's buy the land. Okay, let's move. If it had happened very quickly like that, then I'd be concerned about the speed we're at now. But because we have been dreaming for so long, that the speed is necessary. Because I think if we dragged our feet for another 5 years or 10 years, there wouldn't be the excitement for the possibilities of what our church is going to become.
Yeah. What would be your greatest fear moving forward?
Losing touch with everybody. When we went to 2 services, I was lucky because I was working with PowerPoint, so I still got to see everybody. But I remember comments from people who once in a while went to the opposite service that they normally go to and said, oh, I haven't seen you in so long, and stuff like that. And
Yeah, that is something. Because I've noticed in multiple services, almost 2 completely different personalities between the 2 services. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to as we move forward. Maybe we will stay with 2 services, but at least we'll have an opportunity to choose whether we do that and still continue to grow.
Yeah. I'd like to see multiple services throughout the week that, you can come to Sunday, but then you can also go to Thursday night, or you can cut it, that way you get to really intermingle amongst everybody.
Yeah,
and
and
get
have more
different
time
feels.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
That's really important to me. I have a very small social life, so church is a big thing for me.
Yeah.
99% of my friends are here at the church.
Yeah.
And social events at the church are big for me. I crave them, I want them. Disappointed that the Pancake Tuesday it was the one event that both my daughters wanted to volunteer at, and in all the years, there's always been at least one, if not both of them, here with me doing it. And I kind of thought that would be a really cool way to send Rebecca off to Australia tomorrow, was to be having all of us here together volunteering.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it better be, but back in next year.
In the interview.
So one of the, to wrap up, one of the things that we are doing at the church is we are having a 17-hour prayer vigil, which I mentioned. And we're connecting or collecting as many prayer requests as we possibly can for that prayer vigil, because we want to be praying for one another. We want to be sharing those needs back and forth. Besides your daughter going to Australia for the next 2 years and no more, is there anything else that we can write down to pray for you and your family?
Well, my dad's very sick, and we had a going away party for Rebecca on Sunday, and he's devastated. That's probably the last time I'll see her. So maybe if we can get some prayer, he can hang on long enough to see her
See
again.
her again.
That would be very important to our family. Yeah.
That'd be great.
So how does the prayer vigil work? Do I have to go for 17 hours or?
You can if you want. That option is available. But we are asking a number of people.
I need a volunteer.
We are asking people to come pray for an hour, 2 hours. 4
So
hours.
it is
It's-
for all of us. It's
It's
not
for
just
everybody.
these
It's
people
not
having,
just
we
for
can pop in and.
the leaders.
okay.
Oh, definitely, yeah. And people tell me all the time, oh, well, I can't pray for an hour. The interesting thing is, as soon as you get, even from your prayer requests, you start to spend a little bit of time thinking and praying for these. But then you multiply that out across, 130 or more families here in the church. There's a lot of prayer requests to be prayed for, and we want to take that time. We need to take that time. So if you can't make the 17 hours, then we want to encourage everyone to come for at least an hour. I'm going to be there for an hour, and I'd love to have you there with me since, we're connecting on a different level.
Yeah, that
Love
would be a
to.
really good idea.
Yeah. I'll let you know when, and I'll take you over to the board. It'll be up on Sunday, so we'll be able to get your name written down. Before I go, I would like to pray for you now. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
I'll need a lot of hugs in the next 2 years.
There you go. Now, was that difficult at all? Did it look like a little bit of fun? Like it really is. Like connecting with someone on a personal level, talking about the church, talking about what's going on, being positive about what's happening, inviting someone to pray with you during the time that you're going to be there praying anyway, building that new connection, finding out about what's going on in someone's life. That's all really exciting stuff. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I truly love the ministry visits. Thank you. Thank you. All right, any questions on ministry? Just a little caveat, and I didn't mention it before. I would like, when you fill out the prayer requests, to put one prayer request per card. So we don't want 3 and 4 and 5 prayer requests on one card.
So that would have been,
Just, pardon?
so Hannah's would have been 2 cards.
2 cards.
2 cards.
Right. She probably had 2 or 3 others, but I didn't push on it. I saw it in her eyes. I actually did that when I first started doing ministry visits in front of people. There was a woman there, and I knew that she had something else going on, and I pushed a little bit on that. And she was very uptight about it all. So I'm trying to get better, so even when I see things going on, I try not to push too much. But anyway, 1 prayer request per card.
Do you ever have prayer requests that people would like to confide to you, but not to have everybody else know
Right.
that they're praying for me
Right.
specifically by name?
Right. So as part of the process, if someone is nervous about sharing their name or having their name associated with the prayer requests, then let's take the prayer requests and put it anonymous. If someone doesn't want the circumstances, but they're fine with their name, so just say an unspoken request with their name. If someone is totally uncomfortable with the whole process, then we have an unspoken anonymous. Yeah. So the reality is, God doesn't need to know.